functions already we have so yeah. So yesterday we have discussed about 1 second. So yesterday we have discussed about JavaScript introduction and onload event, all those things we have discussed it. Now before going to the today class, I'm going to share with you the course content. So these are contents, variables, operators, control statements, dialog boxes. Already we have discussed about alert box yesterday, and user defined function. Already we have discussed about functions, and I will tell other things also. String methods are available, date methods, and how to manipulate DOM. If you want to manipulate the DOM, we need to use inner HTML and inner text. By using inner HTML and inner text, how to manipulate the DOM. These things I will tell. And events, already yesterday class I have discussed with you onload events, and mouse over, mouse out. Already I will explain you. Means within 1 or 2 days I will explain that. Key up, key press, key down events will be there, and download event already I have discussed with you, and key down also will be there. Key down events and set interval, set timeout methods is there. See here, user defined functions I have written, right? Naming functions, anonymous function, and lambda expression, all the 3 types of functions. And then after filter method, map methods will be there. That is also I will explain. Closure, and then after this keyword, call, apply, bind method, promises, and async and await, and validations in between only I will discuss. Okay, not in the last. And of course I will discuss about validations also. That's it. This is the course content. Okay, everybody.
Sir,
Yeah, hello.
sir, I have a doubt in inner JavaScript, sir. An onload event, sir. That
Yeah.
one. Body time.
Tell
Body
me.
time. We used that double quotation, sir. Okay, sir. It is value of that on click button, sir. That event.
1 second. I will explain it a little bit later. 1 second, wait, Dinesh. So Gurupreet, yes, the duration of the course is 1 month, 30 days. Okay, right. Yeah, 1 second. Let me open the download event. Now you can ask your doubt. Cost of the course, you can contact our online team. They will tell you. Okay, I should not discuss here. Right. Yeah, tell me now, Dinesh, what is your doubt?
Sir, if we write return keyword means the display message function must return something or it is optional, sir.
This is return keyword is optional. Okay, forget about return keyword. Just we need to call the method on this event. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir. If I put a return keyword means the function must be return something.
No. Don't
It
think
is
function must.
expecting, sir.
No, I will tell today class. What is the importance of return keyword is I will tell you today class. Okay. Right.
Okay, second doubt, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
this how it is communicating with JavaScript, sir. It is HTML, okay, sir. Then how it is
See here.
communicating with the
This is the see here, Dinesh. Onload event is there. So this is the event. And what is the thing you are calling display message? Where it is here. This is how it is communicating. That's
Okay,
it.
okay, okay, sir. Shall we tell like this, sir? In HTML, if event is there, means we can call the JavaScript functionality.
Yeah.
This onload
Through event.
event is communicating with the JavaScript.
Right. Onload means whenever the page is loaded, then immediately it will call. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. Onload is HTML, but it can communicate with JavaScript. Okay, sir.
See, this is event attribute, Dinesh. This is not
Okay,
pure
sir.
HTML. This is not pure JavaScript. This is event attributes. So this is used
Okay,
to
sir.
this event attributes is used to communicating with JavaScript only. This is event attributes. This is
Okay,
used
sir.
to
It
communicating
is
with JavaScript only. Okay, right.
Is this
okay, sir.
yesterday's class?
Yes,
Each topic is.
yeah. This is yesterday class on download event.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay, sir.
who is
Okay.
asking? Yeah, Sairam. Right. Yeah, Gurupreet, you can say find. You are finding this number, right? Gurupreet, 8885252627. You can contact here. Okay, right. So this is about download event. Right. Now observe one more time. Please put everybody mute. Sairam, put yourself mute.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. BOM, array, browser, storage, hosting, and about whatever topic. See, array method will be there, and BOM I don't discuss. Okay, browser object model I don't discuss. So DOM I am discussing. Okay, and coming to your question, array methods, of course it will be there. Without array methods, so we cannot discuss anything. Give me 1 second.
Sir, JavaScript object, sir.
1 sec. Yeah, it will be there. Objects will be there. 1 second, wait. 1 second, wait, please. 1 second. Let me give answer to, yeah. Browser storage, yeah. Local storage, session storage, cookies I will discuss. Kumud, I will discuss that. Okay. Hosting is not a big topic. It is just working. This is the drawback of JavaScript. That's why I did not write there. If I write there, everybody feel like this is a 1 hour class, something like that. It will take for that hosting. Okay, right. DOM I will discuss, Kumud, but BOM I don't discuss. But browser storage I will discuss. Cookies, session storage, local storage I will discuss. And hosting is not a big topic. Okay, right. Okay, Kumud Ranjan Nayak. Hello. Right. So hi everyone.
Sir, when you are using HTML and CSS, just tell us that this is HTML, this is CSS. Sir. We don't know about HTML, CSS.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I am also having same doubt, sir. Actually, if you will tell what is HTML, what is JavaScript, then that will be helpful for us.
Difference we want to know. So we don't know HTML. That's why.
Okay, right. Yeah, Kumud, I will tell you about callback function also. Okay, right. Callbacks means in the set interval, set amount, there we will use. Okay, right. Callbacks I will tell. Right. Okay, right. You are seeing I am Ramesh, right? So this is onload events. See here, you are able to see I am Ramesh in the browser or not. So why you are seeing this? Because onload event will call the method after loading of each and every element in the body tag. Okay, this is about onload event. Okay, and I'm not clicking anywhere or I'm not doing anything. Whenever the page is rendered, whenever the page is loaded, then immediately it is calling the method. Okay, I'm not clicking anywhere, I'm not typing or anything I'm doing. Just whenever the page is loaded, then immediately it is calling the method. Okay, right. So this is about onload events. Now we will discuss about on click event. What is that? On click event. Okay, right. Give me 1 second. Understand everybody what is our yesterday class? Sorry, what is our application directory? What is our application directory name?
Ramesh_JS September_October
Right. That's fine.
in G drive.
1 second. No need to. This one. Ramesh JS
Yeah.
September October class 11/20/21. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
So now this is click example. Observe here. Right. So this is click example. So I am putting from here to here in the comments. Notes also available. Right. Observe here whatever I write. So Sai, observe here. Whatever I write in the script tag, that is called as JavaScript, and others also. Okay. And whatever I write in the body, that is comes under HTML. And whenever I write here on click, on load, those are all comes under event attributes. That is used to communicating with the JavaScript. Hello, clear everybody? Hello.
It is a HTML attribute on click.
Event attributes. That means that is used to communicating with the JavaScript. Event attributes.
Event attribute. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Now here observe.
Sir,
Yeah,
event attribute has the power to communicate between HTML and JavaScript.
JavaScript. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now suppose see here. Observe in the browser. So if you observe the previous example, whenever the page is loaded, then immediately alert box is coming. But here that is not my intention. Okay, what I will do, page will be loaded. I don't do anything after loading immediately. But whenever I click on this button, whenever I click on this button, then the alert box should come. Okay, so that's why I'm taking here a button. So to take a button, we need to use button tag. See there, less than button, greater than, is there, right? This is the HTML tag to take a button.
Sir.
Okay, so in between you need to write something. Then only whatever you write, that will come in the heading like this. Click. Now you understand, right? Okay, right. Now I am clicking on the button. Is anything is happening? Respond
Nothing
everybody.
is happening.
Is anything?
Nothing is happening.
Nothing. Okay. So that means what is the thing we need to do? I want to display an alert box. I want to hello.
Yes, please continue.
Right. I want to display some alert box. So displaying an alert box is a functionality. And whenever I click on this, so that purpose what I'm doing, if you want to perform any functionality, we need to write a function. So now I'm writing a naming function. Naming function means it contains function keyword and it contains function name also. So I'm writing like this: function display message. Function display message. We need to write like this? No. Function will be there, function name will be there, and parenthesis will be there. Then after we need to write the curly braces. So whatever you write, this is called as functional scope. This is the scope we are writing in the functional scope only. Right now here what I am doing, I am writing alert box, alert method. Hi everyone, good morning. Save it, come here, refresh and click on the button. Observe everybody, is anything is happening? Is anything is happening? Is
sir.
alert
No.
box is coming? Why?
To call the function using
There is right.
event attribute.
There is no relation between the JavaScript and HTML. We have, suppose we have saved my phone number. Can we talk each other? No. Either I need to call you or else you need to call me. Then only we can talk. Like that. Here also I have written JavaScript. Here also I have written HTML. But there is no communication. So how to communicate through event attributes? So what is this? When I want to display the alert box, respond Madhav or Dinesh. Respond. Whenever I want to display the alert box.
On click, sir. Click event.
No, forget about event. When I want to display the alert box, whenever I click on the button, right? Okay, Dinesh.
Yes.
Whenever
Yes,
you
sir.
click on the button, then you want to display the alert box. Okay. So if you want to know whether any element is clicked or not, then we need to go for on click event attribute. On click event attribute. Okay. On click. Okay. Right. Okay, everybody. On click. So what I'm writing here, method name. We can write here display name message, but better to use return keyword. I will tell you what is the working culture of return keyword little bit later. Display message. Right. Save it. Now come here and refresh. And click on this button. See there, now it is coming or not. Alert box is coming or not.
Yes.
That's it. So this on click is event is communicating with this message which is in the JavaScript. Whenever this message is calling, whenever this method is calling, then immediately these instructions will execute. What is the instruction? Alert box. So it will display a pop-up box. That's it. Clear or not? Respond everybody.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So we have discussed about alert box only. What are the others are what are the other others, what are the other dialog box are available? We'll see it right now. So we'll see it right now. Right, alert box we have discussed it. Right. And we are going to discuss about confirm box. What is that? Confirm box. So why we need confirm box? Because alert box, how many buttons we are getting? Respond everybody. Alert box, how many boxes we are getting? Buttons we are getting?
Only
Alert
one.
box, only one. What is that? Okay.
Okay.
Only one. Okay, okay button. But a confirm box will come. Okay and cancel. Okay.
Yes.
Right now come here. Click on okay. Right now come here and refresh. So click on the button. Observe here, everybody. Hi, everybody is coming. How many buttons we are getting? How many buttons we are getting?
2.
2 buttons. OK and cancel. So if you want to move, go to the further action, then click on the OK. Or else by mistake, if you click, then click on the cancel. No action will be proceeded. Understanding what is the advantage of confirm boxes? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Others. I want others. Others
Sir?
also.
Sir, you
tell me.
please carry on. Carry on.
Sir,
No,
that
no,
on click,
Yeah.
sir, that on click is predefined function. It is already written in the JavaScript,
Yeah.
sir.
Right. It is available in the browser itself. That means, okay, all the events is available in the browser itself. Okay. Right. In JavaScript and HTML, both are predefined only. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. Yes. So this is about confirm box. Okay. It will come along with 2 buttons. So sometimes whenever you are working in real time, we need to display some data. Okay. So data we need to display in the tabular format. So whenever we are displaying the data, sometimes we need to some users will click on I will need to display along with the edit and delete option. So sometimes what happens, by mistake also somebody will click on the delete button. So if you don't alert the user, if you write program for deleting the user, we will lose the data. So that what happens, so to prevent that, we need to alert the user, or you really want to delete or something like that. In that case, we will use this confirm box. Okay, right. And this is another one is there. What is that? Prompt. What is that? Prompt is available. Right. We have the third option, prompt to dialog box. Okay. Right now come here and refresh and click on the button. See this, how many buttons we are getting? 2 buttons. OK and cancel, but we are getting it text box only. Okay. So whenever you enter the key and whenever the key is correct, then it will redirect. Okay. Right. Now somebody will get some doubt. Sir, how to get the text box value? So that purpose, what is the thing we need to do is, this entire prompt box we need to assign to a variable. Okay, so assign it where get. So to declare a variable, we use where keyword, and then after we need to write the variable name where get value. This is user defined variable. Get value is user defined variable. Where is predefined. Where keyword is must. And get value. This entire prompt box I am assigning to this get value variable. Now what I will do, I will print in the console area. Right, now come here, click on cancel, right click here, right click here, click on inspect elements and go to the console area, come here and refresh. Now click on the click button. You can ignore this warning. I am entering there Ramesh. Please put everybody mute. Sairam, put yourself mute. Now click on OK. See this, whatever I am getting in the text box I am getting or not? Respond everybody.
Yes, sir.
That's it. So this
Yes.
is how we'll get the this is how we'll get the text box value of a prompt box. So how many dialog boxes we have? Alert box. 1 second wait. Alert box, confirm box, and gateway. Prompt box. Okay, right. Now tell me.
Sir, if I enter the value and then I click cancel, sir, then what will I get,
Yeah.
sir?
Nothing will happen. If you, whenever you click the data and whenever you click on the OK, then only something will happen. Of course, this is related to server side programming also available. Okay, but the client side, what is the thing we need to do is we can work with this prompt only. Right. Hello, Dinesh, understanding?
Okay, sir.
Hello. Right.
Okay,
So
sir.
now, yeah.
So why we
Now
using function keyword only?
function keyword that is predefined, right?
Okay, okay.
Sairam.
Only by using function only we can get this output. Okay.
No. Whenever you want to call anything a particular time, then only we need to write a function. Understanding that, Sairam?
For calling only, right.
Okay, right.
The function is a keyword.
Yeah, function is a
Predefined
predefined keyword. Right. Right. Now, see here, this is what type of JavaScript? Internal JavaScript. Now I will write inline JavaScript. Okay. Right. Now I will tell you the importance of this one. Before that, I will explain the notes here. See this on click event. What is this? This event will call the method immediately whenever the user clicks on any particular HTML element. So that means wherever you apply this event in whatever element also you can apply. Whenever that element is clicked, then immediately that will call the method. Whatever you click, okay. Wherever the HTML, whenever the user clicks on that particular element, and if you apply their on click event, then immediately that will call the method whenever the user clicks there. Okay, right. Now I'm going to tell you about this inline JavaScript. Okay, right. What is this one? Yes. Now see here, I will explain this one one more time. So see there, I am writing here delete. Okay, right. Come here and sorry, execute in the browser. So see there, respond everybody. I am clicking on delete button. Sorry, I am clicking on this delete. Am I navigating to any other page? Am I navigating to any other page? Give me 1 second.
No.
Okay, no, we are not navigating. So if you want to navigate from one page to another page, what is the thing we need to do? If you want to
Hyperlink.
navigate from hyperlink, we need to use. Okay, so what is the hyperlink tag? A tag. What is that? A tag. A tag means anchor tag. Less than A, greater than. Come here, less than slash A, greater than. Save it and refresh. Now click on this delete. Are you navigating to any other page?
No.
No. So then what I'm doing?
Need
You want
to
to
give
navigate,
reference.
we need to write the reference. Okay, right. So what is the page? I'm writing here delete.php. Now respond everybody. Do we have delete.php in our application? Do we have delete.php in our application?
We
No.
have to check.
This is our application, JS September October class. Now respond everybody. Do we containing a delete.php here? Respond kindly. Delete.php. Respond everybody.
No, delete
No,
the
sir,
HP.
delete not.
No,
sir.
sir.
It is not there. Okay, right. Remember this. Now see here, I am clicking on delete.php. So am I navigating to delete.php or not? Am I
No.
navigating?
No,
We are
no.
navigating. See here. No, we are navigating. See there. Delete.php, we are navigating. Since delete.php is not in our application, it is displaying as file not found. If it is there, it will display. But actually, we are navigating. Understand right? We are navigating, but since the file is not there, this is displaying as file not found. That's it. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Everybody? Right. So now what I want to do is, I don't want to redirect immediately. Whenever I click on delete button, I am going to delete that page immediately. But I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. So by mistake also user will click on the delete button. So in that case, I want to alert the user. So are you really want to delete or not? So in that case,
Or
what is
no.
the thing we need? Yeah. In that
We
case, what
need
is the
to
thing
use
I'm doing is,
dialog box.
1 second, 1 second. Yes, we need to use. So in that case, what I'm doing is I'm writing here inline CSS. Okay. Sorry, inline JavaScript. So what is, when I want to display the pop-up box? Respond everybody. When I want to display the
After
pop-up box?
clicking
click.
delete.
On
On click.
click.
On click.
Whenever I click on the button. Okay. Whenever I click on the anchor tag. Okay. So apply that anchor tag on click event attributes. And what I'm writing here, return. And with what you have started here, double quotes or single quotes? How I have started here, double quotes or single, sorry, not
Double,
written keyword,
Double quotes.
double quote. Okay. So right there, confirm. Confirm. Okay. Right. And so see, observe here, click event. How I am writing this data, like a string or not? That's what everyone. Please enter your key. We are writing a string or not?
Yes.
Alphabets. Okay. Right. So here I also I need to use. So in that case, how we are writing the how we have started here, double quotations. So in between, don't use double quotations again. In between, don't use double quotations again. Use single quotes. If you start here with single quotes, use here double quotes. Understanding the logic? If you starts here double quotes, in between
Okay,
use
sir.
the single quotes. If he starts with the single quotes, use here double quotes in between. Okay, right here I'm writing, are you sure to delete? Right, come here and refresh. Now click on the click button, delete button. So we are getting or not? Respond everybody. We are clicking or not? Sorry, we are
Yes,
getting
yes.
or not?
Yes,
Okay,
sir. We are getting
right.
dialog.
Right. Are you sure to delete? Okay. Now what I'm doing? I'm clicking on OK. Okay. I'm going to delete that PHP or not. So this is correct functionality only. Why? Because I am going to delete that function, delete that PHP intentionally. So this time what I will do? Refresh and click on the delete button. This time by mistake I clicked. So I want to cancel this. I'm clicking on cancel. What I'm doing?
We getting to PHP.
We are going to the deleted PHP. Okay, yeah, we are going to deleted PHP. So why this is happening? It is not holding whatever it is. Actually, the buttons are doing. Okay, so that purpose, what I will do? I will write here return keyword in front of it, so that it will get the button actions also. It will get the button actions also internally. It cannot be physically visible. Okay, internally it will get. Now click here and click delete button. Now click on OK. Am I going to delete that PHP or not? Respond one more time. Am I
Yes,
going
sir.
to delete that
Yes,
PHP
yes.
or not? Okay, right. Go back and refresh. Now click on delete here. Now see there, click on cancel. This time am I going? This time I am
No
going.
navigation.
No, that's it. Okay, we are not going. Now I understand, right? Dinesh, what is the importance of return keyword? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's it. Okay, right. So in future, if you have any buttons, so okay, so safety purpose, we'll use the return keyword. Okay, right. So yeah, this is about the inline JavaScript also. Okay, inline JavaScript also. Okay, right. So now
By using return, the page will stay same stage. Okay, same.
no,
After
no,
clicking
not in the same. No, 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 no. After clicking on cancel, yeah, that is correct. After clicking on cancel, it will stay in the same page. Okay,
same
right.
pages. Okay, right.
Yeah. So now I am telling you a little bit about HTML. Okay, of course this is not related to JavaScript, but somebody will get some confusion relative path and the actual path. So that purpose I'm going to tell you something. Okay, right. Suppose I'm using the same thing. Basic underscore HTML underscore anchor tag. For example, .html. Control C, Control V, Control V. So this is sample.html. Sample.html. Where I am saving? Directly in the root folder. Okay, right. So here I am writing this is sample page. See one more time telling this is not Java related to JavaScript. This is pure HTML to give the confidence about the path writing. Everybody will get confused whenever they are writing the path. So that purpose I'm taking this. Okay, this is sample page.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Yeah. Anchor tag. Okay. Right. Now here what I'm writing? I'm writing here. Go to sample page. Here I'm writing anchor tag. Go to anchor tag page. Understand what is anchor tag pages? Anchor tag means this one. Okay, right. Right. Now execute in the browser. First I'm executing the anchor tag page. Respond everybody. Go to sample page, right? You are able to see it or not? Hello.
Yes.
Sir.
Right. Now I am clicking on this page. Where I'm going? Deleted page. But where I should go? Where I should go?
Anchor tag page.
Sample.html, right? No, sample.html. See there, already we are in the anchor tag page. We should go to the sample page, right? So where is sample.html is available? Where is sample.html is available? So what I need to write in the href
Current folder,
criteria?
sir.
Right.
To write path.
We need to
of
what we need to write
sample
in the, right. 1 second. So href is for writing the path, but what file? What path? Related to this particular path. Okay. So whenever you click, where it should go, that path we need to write. So what is the where it should go? To the sample.html. Now we need to find the location of the file. Where it is in the everything related to our application, we should store in a particular folder only, right? Now this is the sample.html. So where is the sample.html is available? Directly in the root folder, or else again it is in another folder?
Directly in
everyone.
the root folder.
Directly it is in the root folder. So whenever anything is in the directly root folder, directly write the file name. Sample dot, what is the extension? HTML. Okay. Right, save it. And go back and refresh. Sample.html. Coming or not? Respond everybody. We are getting to sample.html or not?
Yes.
Hello? Okay. So from
Yes.
here where I want to go, yeah, see there, this is sample page. And again where I need to go? I need to go to the anchor tag page only. So what is the anchor tag page name? Basic underscore HTML underscore anchor tag example.html. Okay. So right, now come here. Here we need to write, what is that? Basic underscore HTML underscore anchor underscore tag underscore example dot HTML. Right, save it. Come here and refresh. Now click here. Go to anchor tag page. Going to or not? See there? Anchor tag page. I'm coming or not? Okay. It is going right. Now what is the thing I'm doing is I'm closing the sample.html here. And I'm cutting the sample.html here. And I'm pasting here in the dummy one. That is also in the dummy two. That is also here. I'm pasting. Right. Now how to write the path here? Yeah. Now how to write the path here?
Sir, dummy one forward slash
Okay.
dummy two
Copy the
forward
path.
slash file name.
No. Yeah, copy the path is
Extension.
not the correct thing. Yeah, copying the path is not the correct thing. Okay, right. So whenever, so yesterday I have given the clue. See, this is not offending or defending anybody. Okay, don't think like that. Just I am correcting your mistakes. Okay, so whatever you answer, maybe you should respond. But after if I after telling this is wrong, don't tell I am offending you. Okay, anybody else, everybody
No
else.
worry, sir. Please carry on.
Yeah, right. Just information I'm telling. Right. So copying the path is the not the suggestible way. So what I told, everything related to our application we should store in our root directory only. So in your root directory where I am storing dummy one, then after dummy two. So whenever you are writing the path in your application directory where it is, that is important. So what file I want to call sample.html, where it is. So first I am checking in the root directory. No, it is not available. Then after I am going to the folder. Here also directory is not available. Then again I'm going to the dummy2 folder. Yes, it is available there. So this is what in your application directory you're going to path forward. Okay. So whenever you are giving path forward, so directly write the folder name. From the root directory you are starting. So directly write the folder name. Dummy1 slash dummy2 slash sample.html. Okay. Dummy1 slash dummy2 slash sample.html. Okay, right. Perfect. Come here and refresh. Now click on the go to sample page. Respond everybody, we are going to sample.html or not? See there. Dummy1 slash dummy2 slash sample.html. Coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Others, everyone.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me, Dinesh.
Yes, sir.
In sir, in basic that dummy one, dummy two, the front side, if you put slash means what will happen, sir? In href.
Here,
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
No need to put it here. Okay, no need to put here slash. I will tell you, just wait 2 minutes. You will get some clear knowledge. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Then after you will get clear knowledge. Right. So okay, forget about slash putting. Okay, right. Now we are going to sample HTML or not? Kindly respond, everybody. Hello, Dinesh and everybody also. Going
Yes,
to
sir.
sample HTML or not? Okay, right. So now he has asked some doubt. So if you put slash, what happens? Okay, we are putting, right, see it. So go back, refresh. Now click here. Am I going? Am I going?
No,
No.
sir.
So whenever you put here slash, it is not going. Okay, it is not checking the root directory. So don't put slash here. Okay, right. Okay, Dinesh, understand, right? Now refresh. Now observe here. Whenever you remove the slash, then it is representing the root directory. Then onwards it is continuing. Clear it, Dinesh? If you put slash before, what is happening? Kindly respond.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Then, so where I need to go? Go to anchor tag page. Okay, I'm clicking on the anchor tag page. Am I going to anchor tag page? Respond, everybody. Am I going to anchor tag page?
No.
No.
Actually, it is not going. Where it is checking? Dummy1 slash, dummy2 slash, it is checking. But actually, where is HTML anchor tag page is available? Directly in the root folder. Right? You understand my
Yes.
point? Whenever you have written, see, what is the thing you have written in the sample.html? Observe the sample.html. See, what is the thing you have written here? Basic HTML tag, anchor tag, example.html. So whenever you have written here directly the path, it will represent the current directory only. So what is the current directory for sample.html? Dummy2. So it is representing the dummy2 here. So that's why basic HTML anchor tag is loading in the dummy2 folder only. Since a HTML anchor tag page is not available, what is happening? It is displaying as file not found. But actually where it is available? Respond Sairam or the Dinesh or Seshkant. Respond, where is HTML anchor tag is available? Directly in the root folder. Where is that? Directly in the root folder. Yeah. So then what is the thing I need to do? Again, I need to copy this HTML anchor tag and I need to paste in the dummy2 folder.
No, sir. Directly file.
No, that is not. No, that is not the correct thing. If it is like that, we need to copy and paste same application so many times. That is not the correct thing. So we need to go to the. We need to redirect to the root directory. So how many folders is available? So observe here. So if you write here, if you are writing here directly the file name means it will represent the same directory. So in that same directory, that means in the dummy2 it is not available. In the dummy2 it is not available. One second, let me explain. Okay, it is not available. So where it is available? Okay, I need to get rid of, I need to move from the dummy2. So if you want to move one folder outside, we need to put here double dot slash. One folder outside means double dot slash. Okay, right. Now save it. Come here, refresh. Here also refresh and click on the anchor tag page. Now respond, everybody. We are going to dummy1 or not? There is no dummy2. We are going to the dummy1 or not? Respond, everyone.
Backslash.
Yes, sir.
Happen.
Okay, right. So is it the correct path? No, that's why it is not coming. Why? Because in the dummy1 also it is not available. See there? In the dummy1 also it is not available. Again, I need to move out from the dummy1. Then what I need to do? So one folder outside means a double dot slash. Two folder outside means a four dots. Don't think like that. Double dot slash double dot. So double dot stands for one folder outside. Okay, right. Now come here, go back and refresh. Click on the anchor tag page. Now see there, we are going to the root directory or not? That's it. Understand it, everybody? How to write the path?
Sir, one small doubt. May I ask?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, here to come out from dummy2 we are using double dot. To come out from dummy2 we are again use dummy1. Again we are using double dot.
Yeah.
But suppose our basic underscore HTML underscore anchor tag example.html file is in root folder only.
Yeah.
Then can I use single dot forward slash and then file name with .html extension?
No, yeah, we can. So suppose you are asking that if the sample.html is available also in the root directory, right?
Yes, yes.
That's what okay. So single dot slash generally we will use this type of path giving in the React JS and Angular. So no need to use like that. No need to use like that actually. Okay.
Yes, sir. No need to use, but it will work or not.
We'll see. Wait one second. I'm copying the sample.html one more time. Okay. And I'm pasting here. So now it is in both are in the same directory. Now I'm writing here dot slash. Okay. Right. Come here and refresh. Click on this. Working right? Dot slash means.
Sir, working.
Okay. Right. So of course no need to use. If you use, it's not a problem. Okay. Right.
Sir, thank you so very much, sir.
Yeah. Right. So
Hello, sir.
yeah. Tell me, Raj.
Sir, what is the difference between relative and absolute path? Is any difference between them?
No, relative, there is no difference. Absolute path means we need to write the folder names. Relative path means no need to write the folder names. So how many folders is outside, that many, that means indirect path giving, that's it. There is no difference. Okay, Raj? But whenever you are giving a path from the root directory to internal folders, then we will use absolute path. But internal path to root directory will use relative path. Understanding, Raj?
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So that's it, everybody. This is the class for
Excuse
today.
me, sir.
One
Excuse
second,
me,
one second.
sir.
Let me conclude. One second. Let me conclude. Then you can ask your okay. Yeah, that's it, everybody. This is the class for today. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll continue. Yeah, now you can ask your doubt.
Okay. Sir, indirect path means from current folder we are giving forward folder.
Yeah, see, don't get confused, Mahajin. Forward path means from root directory to internal folders. That is comes under forward path. Okay, think like that. Okay, Mohsin.
Okay.
Hello. So
Sir,
internal
hello.
path to yeah, 1 second, Mohsin. Internal folders to root directory, that will comes under backward path. That means you need to go one folder back and again one folder back to the root directory. That comes under backward path. In that case, we need to go for relative path. That's it. Clear, Mohsin? Hello?
Sir, sir, small doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, I understood forward path and backward path.
Okay.
But my doubt is, you are telling relative path is nothing but indirect path. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me.
Relative path is indirect path. So from current folder, we can give internal folders path, correct?
Yeah. See, Mohsin, don't think of pin to pin. Say, yesterday also I told. Whenever you are giving backward path, we need to give the indirect path or relative path. That means what? We need to come one folder outside. What is the thing you need to remember is how to come one folder outside. That is what you need to think. Don't focus direct path or indirect path or else forward path, backward path. That is not. That is only for student understanding purpose. I use this terminology. So what is the thing you need to remember is if you want to come one folder backside, if you want to come one folder backside, okay, you need to give double dot slash. Two folder outside means double dot slash double dot slash. That is what you need to remember. That's it. Okay, Mohsin.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
That's it, everybody. This is the class for today. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll continue. Okay. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Sir.